Tonight, we're going to train on my favorite law. It's called the law of solid ground. This law right here is, I firmly believe the law of solid ground is one of the best. I don't think it is I think it's the most important law to get under your belt. So tonight, this is going to help more of you out, I believe, than anything else. So I think most of you right now, you need to put on your mental track shoes. But here's what it says. The law of solid ground. Trust is the foundation, ladies and gentlemen, guess what, of leadership. It's the most important thing, okay? Leaders cannot repeatedly break trust with people and continue to influence them. So you guess what you got to do? You got to keep your word. You understand? We got to go out there and we got to make sure that we tell people, hey, look, you know what? Here's what I tell people. You want to learn how to become successful in secret? Here's the deal. You want to learn how to get rich in this business? You guys, everybody's like, look, how do I become like Cole Wong and become, right, a six-figure ring earner? How do I do that? And I guarantee you guys, you're going to watch you get the $250,000 ring, the 500. She's going to go straight to the top. How do I have that? Jaron Davis, the next 3 months, you're going to see him get the ring. How do I do that? How are people doing this? How are they making it happen? The reason why is because they tell the truth. Let me get you guys to understand something. Telling the truth doesn't mean that you don't lie. Do you understand that? Telling the truth means that, guess what? You're out there sharing the truth with people. The truth is, guess what? That secret can change your life. The truth is, guess what? That secret can help people become wealthy. The secret is right now that we're going to become one of the most dominant players in the industry. You understand? We're going to become a billion-dollar giant. We're going to become a legacy company. That's the truth. The key is, are you telling people? Because if you're not telling people and you're keeping secret a secret, then guess what? You're not telling the truth. A lot of us think telling the truth means don't lie. No, that's called not lying. Telling the truth means that you're letting people become aware of what's reality. Let people become aware of what reality is. Let people know that, guess what? That you're going to have to do more than one wow party before you become wealthy. Do you understand that? We got to let people know, guess what? That no matter what, you've got to decide that, guess what? You're going to become a Royale agent. You understand that? We got to make sure that no matter what, we get the job done. Some of you right now, you're on the verge of coming out of this event this weekend and your life changing forever. The key is guess what? Why not? Why not you step up right now and say, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to become a big-time player. I'm going to go out there and guess what? Make people's lives change by doing what? Telling the truth. Telling the truth. If you're not having wow parties, you're not telling the truth to people. You understand? We got to get out there and tell the what? Truth. We learned that by watching Sesame Street. Some of us need to go back and rewind Sesame Street a little bit and watch it again. Because guess what? That's how you become successful in this industry. What else did Sesame Street teach us? To share. Do you guys see that? We got to go out there and share. We have to share this opportunity with people. We have to, guess what? Tell people the truth about how this thing can change their lives. So guess what? We've got to have that trust. Now here's what I want to share with you right now. Is this is a leadership house. A lot of you know this. Okay, you've seen this probably before. On the bottom is character. That's the foundation. And on top is skills. Skill set's important, but skills are developed. Do you guys see that? You develop the skills. Skills are easy to develop. The key is to have that character. Whenever you say, look, you know what, I'm going to be there. When you tell somebody that you're going to be there, what are you going to do? Do you understand? No matter what. No matter what. A couple weeks ago when I was going to Winnipeg and my flight got canceled, most people would have turned around. They said, there's a blizzard, you can't go. So I said, look, you know what? How far is Minnesota from there? They said 7 hours. I said, why don't I just fly to Minnesota, rent a car, and drive there? The lady goes, well, why don't you just go to North Dakota? It's only a 4-hour drive from there. I said, that's a no-brainer. I'll take a 4-hour taxi drive. Do you understand that? Why did I do that? People were like, oh my God, you're crazy. Why would you risk your life? Because my integrity is important to me. Because if I tell somebody I'm going to do something, guess what? It's going to be done. Or guess what? I'm going to be dead trying. Do you guys see what I'm saying? It's called keeping your word. Without my word, what else do I have? You guys get it? We have to understand that, guess what? We have to tell people, guess what? Not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. We got to tell people the truth. And the truth is, let's sit down, let's fill out your blueprint, let's host a wow party, let's get this Royale tracker, and let's get you to Royale. It's time to step up. It's time coming out of this event this weekend that, you know what? Enough is enough. This is our time to win. Our time to do something great. Our time to do something special. And it starts here, it starts tonight, and it starts right now. That's an attitude that we've got to have. If not, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? So, I mean, that's the most important thing, is understand that, guess what? We got to have that character in place. Next thing I want to share with you about that this is so important is this. Your people know when you make mistakes. Your people know it. Okay, the real question is whether you're going to fess up. If you do, okay, if you do, that's what you want to do. Okay, you can often regain their trust. You understand? If you make a mistake, just guess what? Right? How to influence and influence people. What does he say? Right? Admit it quickly and emphatically. Okay? Right? When you make a mistake, guess what you do? You just let people know, hey, look, you know what? I messed up. People respect that. But when you try to dodge responsibility, and, you know what I'm saying, and evade it, guess what? It's not a good situation. So we got to go out there and guess what we got to do? We got to build that trust with people. And when we build that trust with people, we're going to, guess what? You're going to be able to have what we call the law of buy-in, which tonight we don't have time to train on it. Where you get buy-in because people know that, guess what? No matter what, you're going to be there for them. No matter what, you're going to get the job done. You understand? You look at the commitment that Nicole Wong driving all the way down here, you guys today, driving all the way down. You understand? She came further than I did. You understand? Meaning that it took me 2 hours to get here, even though I had some obstacles, but guess what made it happen? That's the commitments that we have to make. We got to make those commitments coming down from Seattle. We got to make the commitments like somebody that was here tonight that drove 6 hours. Can we give them a round of applause, please? That's out of control. I love that. I love that. That's what it's all about, you guys. Because guess what? When people see that type of commitment, people get attracted to you like a magnet on steroids. They want to be around you. You understand that? They want to get around you because they can see that you're committed. Commitment is, guess what? My mentor taught me, says, Tim, commitment is doing the thing you say you're going to do long after the mood you say it and leaves you. It's time right now to, guess what? Raise our commitment level to the next level. Here's the next thing I want to share with you guys. This is all from the book, guys. Don't think that, guess what, I've got any, this isn't, all I'm just sharing, I'm just the messenger. I didn't make any of this stuff up. I just dissected the book. I'm just sharing with you guys. I don't have any, Tim Herr's got no original thoughts. Do you guys see that? He's borrowing it from everybody else, okay? And this is what John C Maxwell says. How does a leader build trust? By consistently exemplifying competence, connection, and character. Wowzers. I hope your socks are stapled on because that right now might have knocked your socks right off your feet. By consistently exemplifying competence, connection, and character, people will forgive an occasional mistake on ability and will give you time to connect. But but here's the deal, okay? They won't trust someone who has slips in character. So we've got to, guess what? Raise our character to a point where, guess what? People know, hey, look, you know what? I want to be a part of your team. I want to follow you because I know that you're going to the top. I know that, guess what? No matter what challenges you encounter, no matter what obstacles that you face, I know that you're going to get there. I know that you're going to make it happen. So guess what? I'm locking arms with you. I'm locking arms with you because I know that you've got what it takes to win. And that's what it's about. It's about developing that character. This is the best thing is character communicates a person's, here's what it is. Character communicates, as many of you guys know. Okay, a person's character quickly communicates many things to others. Here are three of the most important ones. Number one, okay, character communicates consistency. Character communicates, guess what? Consistency, right? Leaders without inner strength can't be counted on day after day because of their ability to perform changes constantly. Do you guys see that? It's about consistency, man. We've got to consistently go out there and make it happen. My mentor told me, says, Tim, you've got to have the 3 Ds, right? The 3 Ds. The first D is what? You've got to have desire. Because you've got to have a burning desire. You've got to have a burning desire that turns into an all-consuming obsession. When you want something so bad, you know it's going to show up. That's called desire. And he said, Tim, the second D is called what? He said it's discipline, man. You've got to have discipline. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to be willing to do the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. You've got to be willing to step up. You've got to be willing to, guess what? Step up to the plate and say, look, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. And then number 3 says, Tim, is you got to have the third D, which is direction. And I'm telling you right now, if you have the direction, you got the desire, and you got the discipline, and you stay focused, and you consistently stay focused, it's impossible for you not to win. That's powerful. That's powerful. You guys are going to be fired up tonight. Glad I showed up, because I'm getting jacked out of my mind right now. Some of you don't even know, right? I'm like flipping tables and just causing a riot. Only thing that's holding me back, only thing holding me back right now is my wife. Because if my wife finds out that we started a riot in Portland, I'm going to be in big trouble. You guys see that? She keeps me grounded, right? You did what? You guys burned down. Silly. But, oh, I love this one. This is my favorite. Character communicates potential. Wowzers. Look at this. Weak character is limiting. Oh my God. Who do you think has the greater potential of achieving their dreams? Listen to this. Who do you think has the more potential of achieving their dreams? Number 1, someone who is honest, disciplined, and hardworking. Think about that. Honest, disciplined, hardworking. Or on the other side, someone that is deceitful, impulsive, and lazy? Do you guys see what I'm saying? The answer is obvious, right? If you want to become great, then guess what? Here's the bottom line. This is the way that I look at it, right? If there's an option between being average and being excellent, excellent is an option, why would you settle for average? You see what I'm saying? Think about that. You have the option between being average and being excellent, and excellence is an option. Why would you settle for average? It's time for us to step up, man. It's time for us to declare victory and set forth the motion momentum that's going to change our life. I'm getting fired up right now. I'm going to calm down because you guys are making me right now. I might break into the zoo tonight and punch a polar bear. And you guys are going to be like, he did it. He did it. He really did. He really did. I mean, somebody's like, oh, that's no big deal. They're sleeping. You know what I mean? But it's like, all right. Character communicates respect. This is powerful. Okay, when you don't have character within, you can't earn respect without. How do leaders earn respect? By making sound decisions, by admitting their mistakes, and putting what's best for their followers and the organization ahead of their personal agendas. That's what it's about. Do you guys see that? That's what it's about. It's about, guess what? It's about having that servant heart. It's about caring about other people. It's about making sure that no matter what, we're going to win. This is what it's about, okay? This is so powerful. No leader can break trust with his people and expect to keep influencing them. Trust is a foundation of leadership. Violate the law of solid ground and you diminish your influence as a leader. Prime example of this would be what? Okay? Is you've got to say, look, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to win, because here's the bottom line. As a leader, and you guys got to realize something. Somebody's like, well, you know what? I'm just getting started. I'm not a leader. Well, you will be. Yeah. You're going to have a bunch of people that are going to want to be just like you. You guys get that? It's time for us right now to, guess what? Step up and just start seeing ourselves, improve our self-image. Start seeing ourselves as guess what? As leaders. And here's what I'll share with you, okay? And once you say, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to become that leader, then guess what? You got to realize the fact that you live in a fishbowl. You live in a fishbowl. People are watching every move that you make. Every move you make, man, they can see everything. As a leader, you don't have the option. I've got my son, and then there's another kid that we kind of adopted because he reminds me of me, right? I mean, he lives on his aunt's floor. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, he's like my little second son, and he got in trouble recently. And I told him, I said, look, you know what? You don't have that. You don't have the luxury. You don't have the luxury of making mistakes. But the reason why is because you're a leader. He goes, what do you mean? I said, man, you're a leader. You're the captain of the football team. I go, you're a leader. Everybody looks up to you. And I go, you make mistakes like that, you don't just bring down yourself, but you bring down everybody else. I go, it's time for you to raise, guess what? Your character. You got to make sure that no matter what, you understand that you live in a fishbowl. And everybody watches every move that you make. I'm telling you, it's so important as a leader to understand that. That's why, guess what? You want to overbook your schedule. You want to lead by example. You want to, guess what? Do more wow parties than everybody else. You want to do, guess what? Launch people with the blueprints faster than everybody else. You want to create more stars than everybody else. Guess what? You want to help more people become superstars than anybody else. It's time right now, man. If not now, then when? This is it. I'm getting fired up right now. God, dang it. I shouldn't be doing this right now. Oh, you want a toe? Oh, you already know toe touch is maybe on the horizon for some of you. Some of the new people are like, this guy. I do not know where they got him from. This is my favorite thing in the world. This is my favorite thing in the world. It's called character-driven people versus emotional-driven people. Here's what it says. Character-driven people do right, then they feel good. Emotional-driven, oh my God. Emotional-driven people feel good, then they do right. You see how that works? Right? The action comes before, guess what? The attitude. You don't wait for the attitude, then do the action. The action's first. Look at this. Character-driven people are commitment-driven. Emotional-driven people are convenience-driven. Character-driven people make principle-based decisions. Emotional-driven people make popular-based decisions. Look at this. Character-driven people, action controls their attitude. Guess what? Emotional-driven people, attitude controls their action. Can you believe this is happening right now? This is like the cheat codes to the video game. This is like playing Contra, up, down, left, right, base, like start, unlimited lives, done. Done. Look at this. Character-driven people, guess what? They believe it and they see it. Emotional-driven people see it and they believe it. Character-driven people create momentum. Emotional-driven people wait for momentum. Look at this. Character-driven people ask, what are my responsibilities? Emotional-driven people ask, what are my rights? Character-driven people continue when problems arise. Emotional-driven people quit when problems arise. Character-driven people are steady. Emotional-driven people are moody. Character-driven people are leaders, and emotional-driven people are followers. You got to ask yourself, what are you going to do? You see that? It's time to lead, man. It's time to step up. It's time to go all out. It's time to go out there and start changing people's lives. We got to start seeing ourselves as that leader. So here's what we have to look at. This is powerful right here. D-W-Y-S-Y-W-D. That's powerful. D-W-Y-S-Y-W-D. Do what you say you will do. Do what you say you're going to do. Okay? Look at this. Okay, I'm not going to believe in the message if I don't believe in the messenger. So you've got to have those values. Guess what you have to do? You have to every single day, guess what? Step up and say, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to win big. And I'm going to touch on this right now. I don't have time to train on this big time, okay? But here's the deal, right? Here's what Zig Ziglar said, and it's kind of hard to see that. But he says, with integrity, you have nothing to fear. This is powerful. With integrity, you have nothing to fear since you have nothing to hide, okay? With integrity, you will do the right things. So guess what? So you as a result of doing guess what? The right things, okay? So you're not going to have any guilt. Without fear and guilt removed, guess what? You're free to do and be your absolute very best. You see that? That's powerful. That is powerful. That's the deal, man. Think about it. Imagine not having any fear or any guilt. Pretty good place to be, right? With integrity, you have nothing to fear since you have nothing to hide. With integrity, you will do the right things so you will have no guilt. With fear and guilt removed, you're free to be and do your absolute very best. You see how powerful that is? And I know most of you guys are like, man, I already know all this stuff. That's the reason why you're a champion. Do you guys see that? That's the reason why you're a champion. So you guys, obviously, by now, you have a firmer grip on the law of solid ground.